Hey, y'all. Welcome to Bedrock Legacy. And we thank you for coming back to view our channel again. And we hope that you're getting value and that you are enjoying the information that we are providing. Today, we're going to jump into some of the things that are the groundworks for what our channel is. And the question of today is, what is credit? So, more than likely, when you heard the word credit, you probably thought Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. Or maybe you thought it's the ability to use someone else's money now and pay them back later. Well, all of these answers are right, but there are more. There is more to what is credit. Now, credit is defined as the ability of the consumer to acquire goods and services prior to payment with the faith that the payment will be made in the future. Now, that's a mouthful. And that's what I want to break down. I want to break down this definition because if you really look at the definition, we'll see within this definition what some of our dilemmas are, the reason why we're not able to acquire services and goods. So, one of the first things that I wanted to point out about the dilemmas was it stated that credit is the ability of the consumer to acquire goods and services. Well, as we know that there is per statistic more than 45 million consumers that are either underserved, which means they have no credit, or they're underserved. They either have little to bad credit. That's a big number of people who are in positions where they are not able to acquire goods and services, which that means that there's a limitation. Well, that's what Bedrock Legacy is here for. We're here to eliminate limitations. Not only that, we're here to remove the stone. We're here to remove the things that are keeping us from the ability to acquire goods and services. But we're going to go on that a little deeper. So the question that I want you to think about when you think about acquiring goods and services, and I want you to be honest with yourself. I want you to ask yourself, what is my ability right now to acquire? Is it poor? Is it fair? Is it good? Is it excellent? Now, once you take this analysis and you see where you're in this, in your ability to acquire, I want you to then say to yourself, what do I need to do to change that scenario? What do I do if it's poor? How do I go to fair? If I'm fair, how do I go to good? If I'm good, how do I go to excellent? And if I'm at excellent, is there any other level that I can go to that can be greater? Always another level. There's never a cap to how great you can be. So, with that being said, the next thing that posed for me a dilemma was faith. Faith without works is dead. So, that means that in order to be able to pay back, that you will pay them back, that they having faith in you, you have to have faith in yourself because someone is believing that they're giving you something and that you're going to do everything in your power to ensure that you meet your end of the bargain. So with that being said, what works do you need to do in order to reach the ability to acquire that you need to get to in order to reach the level that you're trying to acquire? So now your first thing that you're going to get, again, to test yourself is you're going to ask self, what is my ability to acquire? Is it poor, fair, good, or excellent? After you do that, you're going to say, what do I need to do to change my scenario? How do I go from whatever level I am now to the next level? And actually, you can go on from there. Once I get to this level, how do I get to the next level? And you're going to keep that chart because that's your tracker to let you know how good you're doing on your journey. Because what we're here to grow together. So hope you're taking notes and hope you're getting great information. Then we're going to talk about works. Well, we're going to have faith in ourselves that we can get this achieved and we can change our habits and behaviors in order to move forward. We're also going to write down what works, what things do I need to do in order to get to my next level. Because if you don't know what you need to do, you can't get there. So now you're going to look at what you need to do now. Once I've set the goal of where I want to be in acquiring, how do I get there? And what legwork do I need to do in order for me to be in that position. Now, the last thing it talks about was that the payment will be made in the future. And when I say future, a lot of times our future ends up being a repeat cycle over and over again, kind of like the movie Groundhog Day. It's kind of like waking up and then you're kind of repeating the same thing over and over again. And that's because we don't change our behaviors and our habits in order to reach new outcomes. So now with the future, what new steps, what new obligations and commitments and responsibilities, what do I need to be accountable for now in order to change my habits and behavior from the past in order for my future to have new outcomes? Because the whole goal is to not just fix your credit the one time to get the one thing that you want, but it's to fix your credit along with fixing your credit is to create habits and behaviors that you now repeatedly do in order to ensure that you never go back to the status you were when you first received help. Also, home loans. Bedrock Legacy Services is not here just to get 1,000 and 1,000,000 people into homes. We want you to stay in your home. We don't want foreclosures. We know life. We know things happen, but we want to build financial and credit literacy to the point that we are able to already set up provisions in order to not get in situations where we're set in a point where we're downward falling. So everything here is geared towards getting you to change your mindset on the behaviors you need to have, to also to provoke thought into some of the things that you may not have even paid attention that we're doing. Also, being more aware of behaviors and habits that are taking us in the wrong direction when we're trying to have an upward mobility. So again, here at Bedrock Legacy Services, we have an amazing legal team that is here to help you with your credit repair needs. We provide credit repair tools. We also have student loan debt solution tools available. We have monetizing tools. We also have budgeting tools. We do bank note investing. We're also available to do land note investing. We have multiple products when it comes to home loans. We are backed by Capital Federal Credit Union, which is located our corporate office in Lombok, Texas. I am a licensed mortgage loan originator in 50 states. NMLS number 2545301. I am here to serve you, me and my team. We are taking anyone and everyone in all states that are looking to move forward in 2024. We're trying to have a massive movement and changing the scenario of where we have been. We're here to build legacies. We're here to break generational curses. We are here to start to set a new tone for where we want our life to be, a new tone for where we are going. 2024 is your foundation. We're going to look at it as this is the groundwork for what the next 5+ years of your life is going to be. Whatever the past was, we're not going to focus on that. What we're going to focus on is changing our behaviors, changing our habits in order for us to move forward until where we need to be. Hey, it's new credit out there for 2024, and a lot of you are going to own homes. Asking you to drop questions if you have questions. Again, our next video is going to go more in depth into these 3 questions. We're going to answer some of the questions about acquiring. We're going to talk about works that needs to be done. And then we're going to also talk about changing habits and behaviors to reach your future outcome, new outcomes in the future. Hey, y'all. Just wanted to drop those few little nuggets on what is credit, give you some thought-provoking situations to think of, and also make you think about where you are. Are you ready? Because I'm ready to serve you. So come on. We're welcome. We're great. Happy to see you here at Bedrock, and we can't wait to hear from you again. Looking forward to talking to y'all. Bye, y'all. I'll holla.